Hi Dixons, I'm Kate Henney, Trust Assistant Principal for Research and Development in English. I'm at Dixons Brooklands today, our newest academy and first academy in Manchester. Thanks for watching this video. Please do subscribe to our channel, like, comment and share using the hashtag DixonsOpenSource. At Dixons, we know reading is key to enabling our students to achieve, so we are committed to using effective approaches to reading to ensure our students become expert readers. In this mini-series based on strategies from Reading Reconsidered, we have already looked at two reading systems, Teacher Read Aloud and Control the Game. And today we will focus on writing for reading. In Reading Reconsidered, Lemov, Driggs and Woolway challenge the view that writing is an end product in many classrooms and argue that it is a tool for critical thinking. They argue the synergy between reading and writing is incredibly important, both in developing skilled readers and skilled writers, and therefore we should build short writing tasks and activities into the process of reading. Crucially, this enables students to develop and refine their ideas, and also for teachers to check for understanding and assess comprehension so that misconceptions do not spiral. We are going to look at 3 ways we can incorporate effective writing for reading into the classroom. The first is using a stop and jot. The purpose of a stop and jot is to support students with idea development, as well as to provide teachers with data on what students are thinking. Patrick Pastore describes stop and jots as a way for students to punctuate important moments in the lesson and to lock in key understanding. A stop and jot is a question or prompt based on a text students are reading, to which students write a brief response. These can be peppered throughout a text and can also provide rich opportunities for discussion, as well as developing student thinking. Let's take a look at this in action. Now let's do a quick stop and jot. 1 minute to jot down your ideas in response to this question. Don't start yet. What impression does Priestley create of the Burling family in these opening stage directions and why? Remember, this is just your ideas, jotting that down in 1 minute. Off we go. Okay, finishing up what we're writing, please, in 2, 1, and 0. Okay, pens down tracking me. Lovely. Lyra, can you read what you wrote, please?
The family isn't what they seem. It could be presented as a smug, but there may be like family issues under the surface. And they seem quite self-entitled and maybe foreshadowing that they'd put themselves first over other people.
Really interesting point and definitely an idea we'll come back to, Lyra. Thank you. Imogen, can you read what you wrote, please?
I thought that he presented them in the upper middle class, smug, uneasy, not that kind and pleased with themselves.
Excellent. Again, some really interesting ideas within that, so thank you. The next strategy we will look at is the art of the sentence, or carefully crafted sentence. This strategy addresses not just comprehension of a text, but also student writing skills by explicitly teaching sentence structures, developing students' abilities to extend their sentences, and enabling the crafting of sentences. This strategy involves asking students to synthesize a complex idea in a single, well-crafted sentence. To do this effectively, students can be given a sentence starter or structure, a sentence parameter, for example, include the word capitalism in your answer, or an open prompt, for example, write a carefully crafted sentence about Mr. Burling. Let's take a look at this in action. Okay, what we're going to do now is do a little revision of our work based on what I saw when I was walking around. And you can also use some of the ideas we heard from Imogen and Lyra. So what I want you to do is to use the ideas in your stop and jot. I want you to refine those into a carefully crafted, excellent sentence. And I really want you to try and get into why Priestley is presenting the Burlings in this way. I also want you to use that phrase that Imogen told us, upper middle class. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to write that brilliant sentence. Off you go. Final 10 seconds to finish up our sentences. Seeing some really lovely stuff, well done. Okay, excellent. Popping pens down and tracking me. Thank you. Ella, please can you read your sentence?
In the stage directions above, we see Priestley present the Burling family as an upper middle class and generally content, save for someone unease amongst characters. I believe this may be to create a spark of suspicion in the audience of why the family is so smug and possibly secretive too.
Excellent, thank you so much. Finally, we can also provide opportunities for students to revise their writing in Art of a Sentence or a Stop and Jot. Lemov, Driggs and Woolway distinguish revising, distilling and refining an idea, from editing, which often involves correcting grammatical errors. To enable students to revise their stop and jots or carefully crafted sentences, and ultimately to build a culture of refining writing and improving the precision, we can build in regular opportunities for revision, as well as providing specific feedback. This feedback will be based on what you observe in student responses when circulating, and can be provided privately or publicly, for example, using show call or good to great to revise a piece of writing together under the visualizer. This specific feedback could be about the specificity of language students have used, creating a more complex sentence structure by using a subordinating conjunction, or using more advanced vocabulary. Let's take a look at this in action. So, introduction of the welfare state. Everybody tracking, we're at this poverty. Lovely stuff. This poverty caused such shock that it led to the first measures of what became the welfare state. Free school meals in 1906, old age pensions in 1908, national health insurance and unemployment insurance in 1911. Expanding state welfare and government measures to create secure, better paid employment reduced poverty and inequality, especially post-1945, driven mainly by Labour governments, though it was never eliminated, completely got rid of. Income and wealth inequality were narrowest of the whole period since 1900 in the 1970s. So let's do a quick stop and jot, focusing on that idea of a welfare state. What changes did the movement towards a welfare state introduce, and who would those changes have helped? 1 minute to just jot our ideas. Off we go. Brilliant stuff. Finishing what we've written in 3, 2, 1, 0, and tracking me. Can you tell me one change that was introduced and who it helped, Seren?
One change is free school meals, and these free school meals help vulnerable people like children.
Perfect. And let's hear one more change and who it helped. Please, Kieran.
Old age pensions. It mainly helped the old people after they've retired.
Absolutely. Brilliant, thank you. When used effectively, Writing for Reading enables our students to develop into being both skilled readers and skilled writers by providing regular opportunities for sentence formation and for developing precision and complexity in their writing. It also provides us with crucial data to check student understanding and address misconceptions which could arise. I hope you found this video useful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. I look forward to seeing you soon.